Well, Chairman Steele, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I know this is your first trip to the library. What are your impressions?
Wow, it is an incredibly important place to come. If you not just want to relive a very significant time in history, but you want to get a sense of how it's relevant today, this is the place to do it. I mean, Reagan's impact is just so profound, I think, on the country, and certainly was on me personally. So to come here was really, as I said, really cool, a lot of fun. But it was also important, I think, because it gives you a sense of reorientation, how you get your mind, fixed for moving forward into this new future that's being created right before our eyes.
Yep. Now, you spend a lot of time on the road. You're out and about in the country. You're meeting people of all walks of life. Do you get a sense that, is there a yearning for going back in time to the time of Ronald Reagan, and do you think that's realistic, or how would you frame that?
It's not so much. I mean, people use the words, but that's not what they mean, at least from what I've been able to pick up. What they mean is, remember those things that we were anchored to, that mattered so much, and that's what you need to reach back to, if you will, and grab and hold on to, if you've lost hold of them. And a lot of people feel the party has. They feel the conservative movement that Reagan represented has. They feel that those principles that have defined this nation for generations have been lost to this generation. So there is that sense of wanting to reach back and grab those and say, here it is. But that's not where they want to stop. They want to bring those into the future and apply them to everyday realities, whether it's on issues like healthcare or how we deal with our neighbors, both here and abroad. So there's a lot of Reagan that's still alive out there for people, not in the sense of being nostalgic, but in the sense of he got it right, and he not only brought peace in our time, but he coupled it with prosperity. And wow, that's a double whammy. And in these days of terrorism and interest rates that are beginning to tick up and unemployment rates that are ticking up, people are looking for that anchor again, and his legacy is a part of that.
Well, looking towards the future, is there any, if I asked you, you zero in on the one particular quality that you saw in Ronald Reagan that you think it would be most important for Americans in the more modern age to try to emulate in order to get our way out of this mess, what would you zero in on?
I think he really appreciated more than anything else, and it's really the thing that drew me to the party, is that he recognized me. He had a word to me. I mean, I used to hear people say about him that, it was like he was talking to me in a room full of, 1,000 people. It's like, yeah, he was talking to me. And that was true for myself as a young man growing up in Washington, D.C., to hear him relate issues that were important in the day, but certainly to talk about tomorrow in a sense of optimism and it'll be better. Morning in America, City on a Hill, Shining City on a Hill. Those images that were so powerful that you connect to. And I think the country looks for that now. The solution is not just in the public policy, but is also in how that public policy reflects back who we are and how our tomorrows can and should be. And I think Reagan's legacy really wraps around that ideal that tomorrow's going to be better.
Right. And
these times are a little tough right now, but tomorrow will come, the morning will dawn, and good things will happen. And it starts with your believing that, and then you're seeing that, and then you're acting on it, which is what he did every step of the way. And when you come here to the library, you kind of relive through some of that, and it's nice. But then you also think about, wow, this really will work
right.
going forward, and it's exciting.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much.